Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Cosmoteer where it begins. And I found out that the button to send a bug report is bound to the exact same key that I use to start and stop recordings. Honestly, I'm tempted not to change it and just start every single video with the bug report window open. But anyways, as I was saying, welcome to a brand new series here on the channel in Cosmoteer. It's a game that, if I'm not mistaken, has been out a while as a Kickstarter project, but it has just now come out in early access. So you can now actually buy this game and play it yourself. And play it, I have been doing. Honestly, this game has been consuming most of my free time. I love it. But let's not delay, let us start a new game. We're gonna start career mode. I'm gonna put captain. My dog is barking at me. Does that mean he wants me to do easier or harder? I'm gonna put captain. I admit, I have been playing on ensign. Eh, let's see. Let's see how it is. I'm gonna leave the difficulty at builder though. I want to build me some ships, and I'm gonna need resources for that. Okay, Model S ship, you got a shield basically. Model L is maneuverable. Model C has cannons. I kind of want to play around with cannons though. I feel tempted to play around with cannons, but I am just gonna go with the one that I like the best, the Model S, which gives you that nice little shield at front. And let's start a new game. And we are now just dropped into a solar system next to one of the stations. There's of course more than one solar system, there's an entire galaxy that you can explore. But for now, we are just gonna be happily waltzing around our little system, hunting pirates. And the ship is not gonna be called the Model S, no. I have been thinking about a name for this ship, and none of the names I thought about are gonna be picked. I'm gonna pick the name that immediately popped into my head the moment I just said we need to name this ship. Of course, we have to name the ship the Pope Mobile. It's too good of an opportunity to pass on. Okay, so how do we play this game? We basically are gonna hail the station and take a shit ton of bounty missions. Keeping in mind that I don't want to take these on, at least not now, until I've upgraded my ship, basically. So let's head on over to the closest enemy. You will notice that you actually have to have front-facing thrusters for it to stop and maneuver, as well as side-facing thrusters. Your little meeks will just go around, take energy from the reactor into the different thingies, and as I am reaching, we are detecting enemies, but let's just explain. You have your basic command modules, your basic crew quarters, storage, engines, weapons, of course. You have the reactor, and basically your peeps need to go from the reactor to the various things that need power and feed batteries into them. Because in this universe they haven't invented cables or something. But what do we have here? We have two unknown contacts. Well, four unknown contacts, five. Two of which are hostile. What do we want to do? We want to go at this one, and I want to keep him, if possible, at the edge of my gun's range. And if you don't know how to do it, you just right click and drag your mouse to reposition. One thing that's cool is it gives you a little window view of your ship. And we have the enemy ship here, which has already started to fire at me. To disable the enemy ship, you basically need to destroy the cockpit. Usually, if you just either the cockpit or the reactor, try to destroy the cockpit without harming the reactor, because if you destroy the reactor, it blows up everything. And a lot of the way you gather resources here, or one of the easiest way to gather resources, is to salvage enemy ships. So I'm just gonna aim for the cockpit and hope the reactor doesn't blow up. As you can see, if we were actually moving, my ship would have, since I told it to keep a distance from the enemy, my ship would have been trying to keep that distance. But the other guy is not moving. Why are we not firing? Man the fucking guns. Okay. First thing. Yes, red shirts. Very funny. Star Trek reference. First thing. I want you to man the fucking guns. I want you to man the fucking guns at quite a priority over anything else that you might be doing. Okay, maybe supplying missiles can take a while longer. No, I want 8. Okay, so I don't know. I probably won't use railguns. Honestly, I haven't been able to use any any of the other weapons because I must confess my design plans always start looking more more lofty, let's say, than I can afford. Okay. Shield, I'm gonna leave it at 7. I'm gonna say it's more important for us to keep the guns firing than it is to keep the shield up, but the shield is also very important. Fire extinguishing 10. Flying the ship, obviously, is also a 10. Supplying batteries to the hyperdrive. I'm not gonna mess with it because I don't necessarily understand how it works. Okay, and also I'm gonna say power to the engines is just as important as having power to the weapons. No, I don't want you to gather to like I want gathering to be the last thing you do. Literally the last thing you do. If there's jobs to do on the ship, do that first. Then do the... Yeah, very low priority. Very low priority. But still, I want you to supply the power first. I won't be building factories anytime soon, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. This doesn't really matter. Mining laser. Leave it at that. And no, I do think... Okay, maybe not as important as the guns, but as important as the mining laser, definitely. I don't want to run out of batteries, and the sensor array, it happened in my solo game, and it is annoying. Cause then your freaking your freaking sensor range keeps contracting and expanding at random intervals, just whenever the little guys remember to put a battery in it, and it's freaking annoying. Later on, once we have a bigger ship, more complex ship, we're gonna want to specialize the roles so that that doesn't become a problem. But not right now. Now we want to go and we are going to want to salvage all of the goodies inside this ship. And good little meeks, good little red shirts are doing exactly what I told them to do. Man the guns. Manning the guns is more important than going out and freaking salvage. Even though this effectively makes salvaging slower, since they won't leave the gun post. But ultimately, I want this to happen. For now. It is gonna take a while. So let's bump it up to 8 times speed. It's taking a lot longer. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have dropped the priority as much. But what is more annoying is when when enemies just pop in out of nowhere to take your... like that. Enemy pops into your sensor range and it drops your speed to 1 time speed. It is kind of annoying. But you will see that we cannot pick this up. Why not? Because we do not have space. And you will also see the former crew members the former crew members of the ship we just destroyed floating around. And this one has indeed died. Because they will literally float around in space until they die from lack of oxygen. and it is hilarious. The first time I noticed this little fly is flying around my ship, and what the fuck is this? I zoomed in. Little motherfuckers. Little dead motherfuckers. But time for an upgrade. I'm gonna switch to blueprint mode. Okay, first I'm gonna want to upgrade my crew capacity. Make it so. I am also gonna want some point defense, and I'm considering, do I want the point defense to be here? To be at the neck or at here? I have better arcs here, but it does leave this a little bit on the unarmored side. Still, it's not going to be a problem for now. I'm going to put a little triangle to make it look prettier. No reason. That's not really going to do anything there. I'm going to put another fire extinguisher, not because I need it, but because it bugs me that it wasn't symmetric. And, of course, we are going to need some bigger storage. And this is all I'm going to want to upgrade for now, I think. Yes, because we don't have much more in the way of stuff. Okay, now we should be more than capable of picking up the rest. Oh, and it used the iron that was the steel that was floating around. I did not know it did that. I never noticed it doing that. And now that I wish we could recruit. We could recruit the floating around motherfuckers. But no, it doesn't let you. We're gonna go back to the station because I want to buy stuff. I want to turn in that bounty. Later on in the game, I'm just gonna want to go and collect bounties, but for now, I want to Hail the station, turn in my bounty, and get more crew. Thank you. Now we have the 12 crew that we can have in max. I don't actually want to sell anything right now. What I do want to do is maybe get a mining laser. Because that makes salvaging so much quicker. It might actually be the first thing we do. Just reminding myself of the options. Yes, we are going to buy the mining laser blueprint. I am also... No heavy laser yet. Not yet. Okay, and for now that's all I'm gonna want to buy. We're gonna want to upgrade the ship with the mining laser before we buy anything else. Otherwise, I need to control myself, because otherwise I'll just want to start... Notice that this one doesn't have a star on top, and this one does. Means this one is the mission one. And I'm gonna want to put you at the edge of weapons range. And something that I forgot to do, I want to switch my point defense from defensive only to attack and defend. You can see you can have point defense guns. Point defense guns don't need anyone manning them. Point defense guns are automatic. You can have them in attack mode, you can have them in defensive mode. Honestly, I like to have them in attack and defense mode, because point defense, it says in the tooltip that point defense doesn't do a lot of damage. It does enough. It does enough damage that having a couple of point defense, when you start having a larger ship, particularly if you concentrate the firepower in the front, like I did in my solo campaign, having point defense guns in your sides and in your rear, number one, it will do what point defense guns do, which is provide you cover against missiles. No, destroy incoming missiles. Number two, if you have them at attack and defend, not only will it fire at missiles, it will fire at ships that are trying to strafe you. And I would like to get to know why. I did a dumb. There's a reason why this wasn't symmetrical. There's a reason why this wasn't symmetrical. It's because the door for the shield generator was right here. And now they can't. Oh, I'm a moron. They can't actually power the shield. I was wondering why the shield had no power. But we've taken out their gun. It's not like they're gonna do much harm to us. Okay, now first things first. Turn off symmetry. Goodbye. Corridor door. Thank you. And now fly, my pretties, fly. Go collect all of the stuffs. And of course that flies in to annoy me. I do love seeing them just with their little laser hands. And we are already out of space. I'm gonna design something, and I will bring you right back to look at our new ship. And I said I was gonna design something. Turns out we don't actually have that many resources. So we are gonna have to content ourselves with just more storage. I did also notice that we are one crew member short of the optimum crew size for our ship, which is something that we are going to have to resolve. And we are also... Shit. Don't forget to fix the mistake. I thought I fixed that. But yeah, we are also underpowered. So we are consuming more. If everything in the ship is operating at the same time, we are consuming more energy than our reactor can produce. It's not necessarily a problem if we are only flying or only fighting, but if we have to do such complex maneuvers as flying and fighting at the same time, it's not so great. So we need to get our crew up, our crew numbers up, and our reactor up. Other thing that you can do, check, I can show you, is if it lets me. Nah, motherfucker. It's being annoying. Is you can choose to be at an angle. I can order my ship to keep at an angle instead of being straight in front of the enemy ship. But again, the complicated things about flying and shooting at the same time, maybe you don't have enough energy. And we really want to take out that bridge, which we did. Now we can concentrate on this one. Someone power the shield, please. Go, run, power the shield. Why is the shield not being powered? Thank you. Let's go after this one. Also there. Usually gonna take a while to just burrow through the entire ship to get to the cockpit. If we had a more maneuverable ship, we could strafe around, but they are tiny. But as you can see, the enemies are tiny and faster than us, so they could just go around us without much care. Okay, let's scrap all of this. Stay away from me. Good. Don't want to get pulled into a fight when my crew members are out on a spacewalk. As you can see, they can also mine asteroids. Mining asteroids manually, without a mining laser, however, will only let you get some of the things, aside from the fact that it's slow. So we really want to build that mining laser as soon as we can. Okay, where is the wreck? Where are the wrecks of the ships that we just took out? There. And where's the other one? There you are. But we are out of space again. God damn it. Do we have space now? Yes, we have a lot of space. Our ship does look ridiculous now. Looks like a bus. Get all of these stuffies. And if you want to look to see what our ship looks from the outside, this is it. We can paint the ship. I'm not really good at the artsy stuff, but maybe I will try doing a paint job. But that will probably have to be for next episode, because now we're going back to Harcorm Station to turn in these bounties. The ship looks fucking ridiculous. Gonna turn in these bounties and get paid. Okay, let's accept the task to contact Vice's station, and I think we can get the other tasks as long as we still steer clear from them for now. We have already cleared that asteroid field, in fact, so this is one of those games that will pay you for shit you have already done, and cancel the not just cancel the freaking quest and leave you high and dry. But that is gonna be it for this episode. Do let me know in the comments, did you enjoy it? Do you like the game? Have you played it? All the normal stuff you people put in the comments. As always, I have been Pope. Thank you so much for watching. Do please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a great one.